Hi, this is Chris Jenkins along with Dustin Phifer for the CharlotteVibe.com post-game show. We're here at the Saloon at NC Music Factory. Good news today, the Panthers won. So they're now 2-3 on the season. Final score of the game was 35-10. We're going to give you a quick scoring summary. Game started out with Steve Smith on a 2-yard pass, 15-play drive, make it 7-0.
Great first drive right there, Chris. Just to stop you for a second, 9-minute drive to take some time off the clock, and Rivera went for it twice on fourth down, which he didn't do earlier in the season. People got on him for being too conservative. Goes for it 2 times and gets it both times. First on a first down, and now Steve Smith on a crossing route and a 7-0 lead for the Panthers.
Hey, those are things that happen when your job's on the line,
That's right.
Second quarter, Mike Tolbert had a 10-yard pass, 14-play drive. Half ended with a field goal by Minnesota. And starting out the third quarter was Brandon LaFell on a 79-yard touchdown pass, something that you would really think of Ted Ginn would be the guy that did it, but no.
Yeah, probably the play that broke the game open for the Panthers. I mean, they were leading 14-3 at the half, like you said, kind of controlling the game, but they come out. Second halves have been an issue for them as far as making adjustments and scoring points. They find LaFell wide open. Again, like you talked about, he springs a nice block, one of the best blocks I've seen, to help LaFell get into the end zone for 79 yards, makes it 21-3 Panthers, and right then you felt like the Panthers felt pretty comfortable about winning this game.
Yeah, but you never know with these Panthers, but they did as well today. Cam Nemwton finished out the third quarter with a 7-yard touchdown run on a 10-play drive. Fourth quarter, Mike Tolbert had a 1-yard run. He had 2 scores on the day.
I was going to say, you mentioned Tolbert's name a lot right there, Chris. You know, the guy was brought in. He's a really big back who can score around the goal line. They haven't really been using him like they're supposed to, but they had a nice mix and match with D'Angelo Williams and Tolbert. Tolbert gets 2 touchdowns, bowling over people. So a great use of the offense today with the 2 running backs and really good balance in play calling.
Garbage touchdown here to close out. Was under a minute to go. Minnesota scored their first touchdown of the day. Made it a final score of 35-10. So now the Panthers are again, they're 2-3. They're going to be playing at home next week against St. Louis. But we're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have Brandon LaFell give us a call in. Dustin Phifer is going to talk with him about his game today.
Hi, my name is Brad Picott. Welcome to South End Dentistry.
All right, and welcome back to the post-game show. Again, the Panthers with a 35-10 win today. We had a chance to catch up with wide receiver Brandon LaFell and talk to him about today's game. All right, first, Brandon, just talk about the game today. Talk about your performance and a great win overall to get y'all back to 2-3 on the season.
Man, I think it was a great team effort. You know, offensive-wise, offensive line kept the guys off Cam all night. Cam had a great game. They had real efficient today. Receivers made plays, and all defense did what they've been doing all year. You know, getting turnovers, playing shutout defense, giving us the ball in good situations. Mike Mitchell had one hell of a game today, so if we keep playing like that, it'll be great for us.
And then, of course, you had a great day, a career-high 107 yards, and, of course, your 79-yard touchdown that kind of broke the game open. Just talk about what you saw on that play and also that block by Ginn that got you loose to get to the end zone.
Man, they came out of cover 3. The guy on the nickel defender over top of me, man, he didn't try to re-ball me or anything, man. He just shot to the flat because he's a flat defender, man. I just went upfield, Cam put the ball right where it needed to be, and Ted made a big-time block, man.
And I mean, you get the 2-3 on the season. Everybody's talked about how you've kind of been up and down, inconsistent. I mean, is this showing today the level that this team should play at every week to have a successful season?
It definitely. You know, games that we should win, we got to go out there and win, man. Like last week, I felt like we let one go. And by us going out here and performing the way we performed today, it should show every guy on this team that when we go out there and play to our best ability, man, we should win games like this every week.
The other thing I noticed is the balance you had with D'Angelo and Tolbert. Looks like they mixed that up well, which helped open up the pass game today.
Man, that's a great balance, man. But it's only going to get better because we get one of our big dogs back next week in Jonathan Stewart. So there'll be a 3-man rotation back there, a lot of fresh guys. And the more we run the ball, the more open it's going to be for the receivers down the field.
Well, I know fans are very excited, and you sound excited talking about this great performance today. We'll let you get out of here after a great performance, and we hope you have a safe trip home back to Charlotte.
Man, thank you. I'll see y'all this week.
All right, thanks, Brandon.
So you just heard from Dustin speaking with Brandon LaFell. Now I want to get your thoughts about the game today. What are your thoughts on today's victory in Minnesota? Was it a building block? Was it a fluke? Can we ever tell with this team?
Let's hope that it's a building block. I mean, a good win on the road, that's a tough place to play. So a good win in Minnesota. I think the Panthers really executed a great game plan. They've been up and down inconsistent, so we don't know how this team's gonna come back next week. We thought they would win after the bye, and they had a loss in Arizona. So let's hope they come back home against the Rams and are able to execute the same game plan and get a win.
What do you think that we can attribute this victory to? All season, they've been in games for the most part, but then they lose at the end, and then they have the 2 blowouts. Do you think that's something that is it the game plan, or is it the coaching? Is it the players going up and down?
My thing is, I think it's the game plan. I mean, we all know the defense is there. We've seen them all year. They've been great. So to me, the offense has to go out there and execute the game plan. It's the offensive game plan. Shula's been questioned. Rivera's been questioned. They got more aggressive today, and they balanced their game plan. They used Mike Tolbert. They used D'Angelo Williams, so that way they could get the run game going and then hit him with a long pass like they did with LaFell, and that worked. So they got to balance that game plan.
Speaking of LaFell, do you think they've finally come? It seems like they've finally come to have 3 really good wide receivers. Steve Smith catching touchdown, LaFell catching touchdown. LaFell got in, Ginn got involved in some blockings and some other things. What do you think about the 3?
I think they finally got a solid group of 3. Everybody knows Smitty's going to be the number 1, and the number 2 receiver and the number 3 receiver on this team have always been questioned. Armani Edwards gets cut this week. I think that's because of the great play of Ginn. They know that he's a solid number 3 now, and to go along with LaFell, who had a career high in yards today, I think they're finally getting some balance where they can use multiple weapons, and you can't forget about Greg Olsen.
Yeah, that does make it a good complete 4.
So you got 4 solid weapons, yes.
Yeah. Do you have any other closing thoughts about today?
Closing thoughts that was a must-win. It's hard to say that earlier in the year, but glad the Panthers got that win to get 2 and 3. They've got winnable games coming up. St. Louis at home and then at Tampa Bay, so they have a chance to get this on track. Let's hope that they can stay more consistent and start executing week in and week out.
All right, well, that's Dustin Phifer. I'm Chris Jenkins for Charlotte Vibe. Tune in each week. We're going to have post-game recaps. We're going to try to have players on each week as well. Also through the week, we're in the locker room every day in the locker room, posting videos on there. And lastly, we really want to engage with our fans. So if you have questions for the player or coach, as long as it's nothing that's going to get me beat up by a guy, let us know. Follow us on Twitter, on Facebook, to keep up with everything that's going on. So this is Chris Jenkins along with Dustin Phifer for the CharlotteVibe.com Panthers post-game report.